opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will be the first up today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They have put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022 the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Getting set. Here's second down. The back's got it again. He'll be taken down. First down yardage.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it, you still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff running off left tackle. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defensive coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3rd down after that running play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Motion now from the tight end. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So BYU's offense out there for their 1st possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Solid run, good for 1st down yardage. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. And the Cougars are going to cash in this red zone trip. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Here's the option play. Oh, the ball comes loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Long enough and good.
Snap. Kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Hawkins. Just trying to get rid of it. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. The Sooners will line up to kick it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And that sets up a return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. A handoff to the back. Powering right past the defender. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the ball caroms into the receiver's hands. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. This BYU offense is quickly moving down the field. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Targeting a man right near the goal line. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Hawkins. Pressure is coming. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
It's a draw play. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Chris, you know how it goes in football. When it works out well for the offensive coordinator on 3rd and long on a run play, he's a genius. And if it didn't, of course, everybody on social media will be saying that he needs to be fired and it's too conservative of a call. You wonder what they'll do on that next 3rd down.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense. Out of bounds, not much of a gain there. That completion sets up a 2nd down play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
We stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain.
Another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And he pulls in the catch. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. That sack sets up a second down and very long. And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on third down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught on the outside.
Catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a fourth down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a first down.
And that is no good. After the miss, still losing by that single point.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first two quarters of playoff football.
And the Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. So the BYU offense comes back out of the field. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, and then eventually finds the underneath route for a first down.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, the execution here on the screen pass was okay by the offense. The defense just almost anticipating the screen. He had nowhere to go.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They'll hand it off. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. The Cougars will look to convert here on fourth down. Running a quarterback sneak here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The offense was fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
BYU has now moved into the red zone. They're going to run it. Tackled, but forced down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to.
Touchdown, BYU. They'll take the lead in the second half. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to. And still come up with points and get the touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Sooners will have to kick this away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's BYU in the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw, looking to scramble. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And he lofts it toward the sideline. He makes the grab. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense just keeps coming up with plays. That's a 3rd stop in a row here inside the 10-yard line to get us to 4th and goal. You look at that scoreboard, you need points on the board. I don't think a field goal is going to help you at this point in the game. You got to put a touchdown up on the board, call your best play, and go out and execute.
The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Not much on that play, brought down short.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, but you got to be careful being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they're selling out against this run game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Cougars will bring their punt team onto the field. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Tackle made quickly at the 11 with the offense in the red zone now. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, how about this offense coming through in the clutch? The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by that offensive line. And the receiver delivers for this touchdown. Now, you're down 1 and you're the head coach. You've worked all this time. This entire season comes down to this. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you go for the lead?
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
It's a quick grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense. this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. But he's got some space here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. In the remaining time, can they get into field goal range? Or do they get more aggressive and push the ball downfield, take it out of the kicker's hands? He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma, to take the lead in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Hey, really good call here. 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side suddenly, Kirk, their season is over, but it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.